Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get ready to rumble!
ボクシングのリングアナウンサーでパウンド4パウンドを決めるとしたら、この人、マイケル・バッファーをベストに挙げる方は多いのではないでしょうか。私も現代のリングアナではこの人より優れた人はいないと思います。もう一人、ジミー・レノン・ジュニアという素晴らしい方もいるのですが、個人的にはマイケル・バッファーの方が上だと思っています。さて、マイケル・バッファーといえば、この名フレーズ
Let's get ready to rumble!
で有名ですね。日本語に訳せば、戦いの準備はいいかという風になるこのフレーズは、今やプロボクシングのトレードマークの一つと言っても過言ではない名文句であり、私も動画の冒頭でこちらを使わせていただいています。80歳近くになった今もなお、リングアナとして最前線に君臨し続けるマイケル・バッファーですが、彼のこれまでのキャリアは、紆余曲折のある一筋縄ではいかないものでした。そんな現役最強リングアナの知られざる半生を彼のインタビュー動画で辿ってみたいと思います。それではどうぞ。
is headquartered a vast and lucrative empire, stretching from the shores of North America to the capitals of Europe and Asia. A domain built on perhaps the most famous current verbal trademark in sports.
Let's get ready to rumble!
The emperor of this kingdom is Michael Buffer, boxing's preeminent ring announcer, whose simple 5 words in the ring have led him on a fascinating journey outside the ring.
I ended up from the age of 11 months old growing up with foster parents, which was sometimes as tragic. In my life, it was a blessing. There were, it's like I had to leave it to beaver life growing up.
Buffer grew up as Michael Huber in a Philadelphia suburb. He was raised by Ralph and Lil Huber after Michael's biological parents divorced.
I was never legally adopted, so when I went into the Army at the age of 20, I had to take my real name, Buffer, B-U-F-F-E-R, and that's when I became Michael Buffer from that point on.
After the Army, Buffer channeled his good looks into a successful modeling career, but the business that would make him world famous was yet to begin.
Watching the fights on TV with my oldest son, Michael, who was like 13 at the time, saw a ring announcer give a horrible split decision. My son said, "Hey, Dad, you could do that." And I kind of lied and made up a fake resume and got my foot in the door.
This is for 12 rounds in the lightweight division.
I was horrible. It was really terrible. It was like a nightmare. I kind of wanted something that would get the attention of the audience, not tried. Fasten your seatbelts.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Man your battle stations.
Man your battle stations.
Batten down the hatches. And it was like crickets out there. Nothing worked. Until I remember Muhammad Ali at his weigh-ins for big fights would always say, "Oh, I'm so pretty. I'm ready to rumble, rumble, young man, rumble." So I took that and fine-tuned it to what you have today.
5 words which gained Michael celebrity status in the ring, changing his personal and professional lives forever.
Through the years, being on television, the name Buffer, my birth father saw me on TV and made a phone call, and that's how I met him and met his family. Found out I had 2 new brothers, Bruce and Brian.
Michael and Bruce quickly teamed up to form Buffer Enterprises, a company which has made the Buffer family rich beyond its dreams.
I wanted to make this the most famous phrase, trademark, spoken by a live individual, but when I saw him announce, and when he went into the Let's Get Ready to Rumble and they're jumping out of their seats, well, that's when something exploded in my head.
As I got to know Bruce, I realized he's the businessman in the family. He really has this certain ability to take care of these things. I would have been happy with if somebody just decided to make a bunch of T-shirts and put it on there and you made a few bucks.
Buffer Enterprises.
Today, the Buffer's few bucks number in the millions. Just how many millions, Michael isn't exactly sure.
I have no idea. You ask the other guy.
Licensing of the phrase, "Let's Get Ready to Rumble," just over the last 7+ years, internationally, is grossed approximately close to $400 million in retail sales.
Let's get ready to rumble. 5 words now permanently embedded in American culture.
Show the opening of the impeachment trials.
We are here for the impeachment trial of President William Jefferson Clinton.
Who would have imagined young Michael Huber would mature into visible boxing trademark Michael Buffer, a boxing ring announcer just as rich and famous as the fighters themselves.
5 words that, for me, has really made dreams come true. I like to hope that on nights that I've said it, some kid that's pulling out of a parking lot with his dad says, "You know, remember when that guy said, 'Let's get ready to rumble,' and everybody went nuts? Boy, that was really exciting." And I know I've done my job, and it's been more than just 5 little words.
というわけで以上、最強のリングアナウンサーマイケル・バッファーが自分の半生を語ったインタビュー動画をお届けしてきました。いかがだったでしょうか？個人的にはですね、マイケル・バッファーさんはまずね、見た目がかっこいいですよね。元モデルっていうだけあってね。で、声がね、深くて渋いですよね。で、冒頭でちょっとお話しした、ジミー・レノン・ジュニア、マイケル・バッファーとね、双璧をなす、有名リングアナウンサーなんですけれども、彼と比較してね、なぜマイケル・バッファーの方が、私が上だと思うかというとですね、決定的にこの二人異なっているところがありましてね、ジミー・レノン・ジュニアさんはね、結構な頻度でね、声が裏返るんですよね。
And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner, really needing no introduction the world over.
かたやね、マイケル・バッファーさんはね、声が裏返ったっていうのは、私の覚えてる限り一度もないですね。声質の問題もあるのかもしれませんけれどもね、常に安定している、リングアナウンサーという感じがしますね。で、インタビューの中にもあったように、アメリカのカルチャーの中にね、完全に入り込んでいる、マイケル・バッファーさんですのでね、ボクシング以外にも、様々なところでね、アナウンスをしているんですけれども、例えばこれね、イングランドプレミアリーグの、チェルシー対リバプールのね、試合で、試合前のアナウンスをしているんですね。サッカーの試合ということでね、Let's get ready for football というね、最後の乱舞のところをちょっともじってね、ユーモアをね、交えているわけですけれども、あとはアメフトの試合とかでね、アナウンスとかも頻繁にやってますね。で、最後にですね、私の一番好きなマイケル・バッファーのね、リングイントロダクションを紹介したいと思うんですけれども、
And fighting out of the red corner with head trainer Freddie Roach, wearing white with blue, officially weighing 138 pounds. Professional record, 53 fights, 48 victories, including 36 knockouts, 3 defeats and 2 draws. From Sarangani Province, Philippines, the 5-time world champion, currently recognized as pound for pound, the best fighter in the world, Manny Pacquiao.